Obviously, I think you and I would both agree that giving away this machine is fine. It's legal, 100%, no controversy there, and it's a bit of a publicity stunt. So how do you convert this into votes? You're getting publicity out of it. We're talking about it. That's great. Local news covered it. That's great. How do you convert it into votes? Number one, and number two, is this why you got banned just recently from Twitter?
Well, I just got banned from Twitter because Claire McCaskill's super PAC is somehow claiming that I'm colluding with Russians. Claire McCaskill was hacked recently by Russia. She claims I accept Bitcoin for my campaign, a digital currency. So now her super PAC is claiming that I had something to do with this hack. It's weird. It's strange. A long story. But let me answer your question about how does this translate into votes. What I know is that if enough Republicans in Missouri know that my opponent, Josh Hawley, the Attorney General, is in favor of gun control, when he came out early in favor of gun control and banning firearms accessories using executive orders, we did some internal polling that found out that if enough Republicans know that, I win the Senate seat. So that's why I'm making a big deal of it, because it is a big deal. It's our constitutional enumerated, natural, intrinsic right to bear arms.
All right, but the president has come out and endorsed your opponent, just did so a few days ago, went to Kansas City to do so. And you have been public. This was one warning you just gave us right now. Do you have other warnings about your Republican? Because you said to President Trump, I think via social media, which you no longer apparently have access to on Twitter because you're colluding with the Russians, just like President Trump, apparently. I'd say that facetiously, of course. So where do you stand with the president on this and your opponent?
Listen, the president of the United States has bigger fish to fry than to dig deeply into every primary. I think there's something like 30 primaries across the entire United States. He's doing diplomacy with Russia. He's at G7 summits. He's trying to bring America back. He's trying to make us great again. Do I think he's sat down and drilled down to this primary? No. I think Mitch McConnell and the swamp, who are mostly backing my opponent, Josh Hawley, I think that he's just trying to do them a favor. He needs Mitch to push legislation. So Mitch says, jump on this, and he says, okay, Josh Hawley can win. But the Attorney General has run a lackluster campaign. Why do you think the president came here? I went and saw the president and the vice president when they were here in Missouri. And the reason why they were here, as we all know, the whispers of the grassroots, is because Josh Hawley is lagging Claire McCaskill, not only in the polls, but also in fundraising. And you know what? I'm the only guy who beats Claire by double digits in a head-to-head poll.
All right, let's look at that, Austin, because we have that polling. This was conducted in May. Obviously, a lot can happen. Objects can shift while in flight over the last 2 months. But this is Josh Hawley, 50%. Senator Claire McCaskill, 43%. But you, 56% against McCaskill's 40%. This was Gravis marketing, by the way, which is what One America News Network uses for polling. These numbers have got to buoy you, I would imagine, in your campaign.
Everywhere I go around the state, the people that I meet are what you call ABC voters, anybody but Claire. They just want the strongest candidate against Claire McCaskill. Josh Hawley's already harmed himself by climbing for higher political office when he claimed he wouldn't do so less than 6 months into his term as Attorney General. And he also threw our duly elected governor, Eric Greitens, under the bus before due process could be held. The grassroots were not happy about that. They did vote for our former governor, who has since resigned. But the fact of the matter is that Claire McCaskill is a monster, a megalith. She's got $30 million in the bank. Yep. Nobody's going to raise more money than her. But if money could buy elections, wouldn't Hillary be the president right now?
Yeah, but that's a big war chest. I mean, let's face it. So whoever wins the primary for the Republicans is going to have, obviously, the work cut out for them. But you mentioned something just about a minute ago I want to follow up on, about Mitch McConnell. Do you believe that Hawley, if he's elected to the United States Senate, are you insinuating he'll be a lapdog, a yes man for Mitch McConnell?
Unquestionably, he's a lapdog for anyone that comes across and offers him sort of the bag of coins in order to get ahead. And we've seen that multiple times here, and I could give you a long list of things the Attorney General has done while he's in office. But Mitch McConnell came out very loudly and proudly at the beginning of this campaign and stated that Josh Hawley was his top Senate pick. Karl Rove, same thing. These are the swamp monsters. Mitch McConnell is less popular here in Missouri than I think Claire McCaskill, which is pretty tough to do. I think Claire might underperform him a little bit. But the fact of the matter is that at the top, people see the duopoly as not having much difference between the two. Do I think that the Attorney General is going to be his own man? The answer is no. We haven't seen him make independent decisions or take important stands on issues like the omnibus bill. We've seen him come out in favor of gun control. He hasn't taken very conservative positions during this. The people of Missouri deserve better.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.